Yo, we're back with another episode of Drinking and Smoking with Chuck and Chip, man. We got our boy Bro down here, man. Come on.
Bro,
what's going on?
What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
How you doing?
Your mouth hot right now, bro, from that spaghetti or what?
Still on fire.
Still on fire.
It's just
Let's drink and smoke, man.
What's good?
Let's jump right into it. Bro.
Fix this.
I mean, I guess it's only right we talk about Vaughn Road first.
I
guess it's only right, bro.
That's not what I expected.
I guess
I love that.
Off the rip.
Yeah, bro, there's a spot, man. Let's talk about it. Like,
Vaughn Road was just such a fucking good time, honestly. I bring it up with my girlfriend 24/7, honestly.
Oh my God, dude.
Vaughn Road was lit.
The days, man. We were all sitting there chilling, drinking. And during the day, we just go in there, broads with who knows who, sitting in the middle of the living room playing Xbox.
Bro, I genuinely feel annoying talking about that place so much sometimes.
Why? The best time ever. It's the best time ever.
I also feel so fucking terrible about how it ended, but like, that's not what matters, you know? I talk about all the stuff in between.
Yeah,
exactly. What about before my mom moved out, and then she was going to Mike's, and it was just me and Bro.
It was literally us for like probably like 2-3 months, just us by ourselves.
Just chilling.
Before you moved out to finally go to with them.
She'd stop in and be like, "Yo,
yeah, be like, hey, what's going on?"
Oh yeah, here and there she'd just poke her head in and see how messy it was, and
and be disappointed for a second.
Oh, extremely, yeah. And
we should leave again and go to Mike's.
It's actually unreal about how I had a house just given to me at 17.
Exactly, basically just given to you.
Well, I mean, yeah, actually, I was 18.
Yeah.
Well, by the time I was there by myself, but it was in the works for a while. You know, Mom never necessarily said, "Yo, this is yours. You know, you're gonna have this house," but I kind of just kept fucking putting it in her ear.
Yeah.
I was like, "Listen, Ma, you know, I don't really feel like living with you and your boyfriend.
Yeah.
And I do have a job." That ship it sailed pretty quick.
Yeah.
And then I went with Mom and Mike to the new house, and we just stayed there.
Well, I mean, to be honest, you know, quick is kind of, it didn't really sail that quick. I was there for like a year, a full year, dude. An 18-year-old with a house that I've already lived in for like 7 years.
With 2 18-year-old friends.
I took advantage of it.
You got to.
Yeah.
And I seized every opportunity I had.
Dude.
But I fucked up bad, man.
You're right, because you want to know what, at the end of the day, that could have been your house forever.
It really could have, dude. And I said that, and here we go with Ariana again. I'm going to bring her up a million times.
It's
but
okay. It's all good.
Dude, all we talk about every time we go out there, we pass the house, it's just like, you know, the things that I could be doing now, the things that I could have while being
there. Your
there.
house with her right now.
Bro, that place would look immaculate with her there, especially, dude. Like, and it wasn't not livable.
It was in the
but
works,
it was almost considered condemned. You know, like there was pretty large chunks of the floor missing. You know, my room was good. My bedroom was good. You know, I didn't really care what the 2 other bedrooms looked like.
The bathroom when your room was good.
But I guess when you own a home and you live by yourself, you do need to care what the other aspects of the house look like. And it was just so new, and
it was too much.
It was too much.
Too much at a little time, dude.
And I'll sit here and reminisce and think about like all the things that I could have done different. And one thing that pisses me off the most is that I should have took care of the lawn. I should have tended outside the house, man. I made it look like it was like, no, you could have pulled in that driveway and not thought anybody lived there.
Yeah.
You would have saw a basketball hoop and been like, oh my God, what happened here?
Basketball hoop.
Yeah, you would have felt bad for whoever lived there.
Yeah.
What happened to this place?
Grass up to your knees.
It was just fucking. But it really didn't stop anyone from coming over. It really didn't stop me from partying. It didn't stop me from like being a happy person.
Yeah, I remember leaving school, going there and just hanging out for the day.
Oh my God, dude!
Getting out of school. It would have been lit though. Like you living there and then I graduate and move in with you.
Dude, I would have loved that.
Would have been so sick.
And
our own house.
There's really a countless amount of memories.
Yeah, seriously.
From that house.
Dude, like every single party that was ever thrown there, like
If you even get into the party aspect of it, you'll have a 5-hour long talk about it.
Yeah, about just Vaughn Road, we could sit here and talk for days about every single party.
Bro, and it's actually hilarious because about fucking 4 weeks ago, 4 or 5 weeks ago, maybe at the most, I fucking run into Ariana's cousin, and she brings up how she has a message from, like, it had to have been, like, 2016. When did I graduate? 2017. Yeah, the message was from 2016, and it's her and I talking about how I'm trying to have a party on like a Tuesday. And, what? Dude, and we're just, and I didn't even know. I knew her like barely, but she knew that I had parties like quite often, like at least once a week. And
it wasn't unknown.
She was just like in the conversations like 5 messages, and she goes, I thought you were having a party tonight. I was like, actually, I was thinking about having one tomorrow. Literally Tuesday night. And I'm sitting here planning it with people from a town over. Yeah. And my mom still lived there, and I just knew that she was dipping out to go to her boyfriend's, and I was just being a sneaky little fucker.
Yeah.
I really had my ways around that place. I had kitchen chairs. I'd sneak out, put a kitchen chair underneath my bedroom window, and next thing you know, I'm gone for 2 days. Yeah, and I mean, she could have noticed, but she never said anything at that point. She knew.
Hear no evil, see no evil.
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny. It's actually the other night on New Year's, Odell came up to me and, for some God knows reason, just brought up the fact that there was a night. Oh, it's because it was a New Year's party. He ended up falling asleep underneath your bedroom window, your old bedroom window.
Oh my God! I remember this. I went and I grabbed him. I'm like,
I was with you. I'm outside with you.
Everybody's looking for Odell. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, maybe check around the house. I go around the house. He is underneath. Yeah, let's go look outside. Let's go look outside. Throwing up. Oh my God.
Dude, how about your grad party? Your grad party was fun, dude.
Bro, actually, and it's funny as fuck because I will sit here and have conversations with kids that are your age just as much as I can with Skylar's age and my age, and even like some homies that were a couple grades above me.
Thanks.
Like I have literally memories with the classes 3 years above and below me at that house.
Cole and them.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. I got half your fucking friends high for the first time in that house. I watched several friends fucking fall on the bathroom floor and not leave there for the night.
Oh yeah.
And I've watched my friends do that just as well as I've watched people older than me do that.
For sure.
I loved it. And
I will not forget the countless amount of people that walked off the porch when the freaking stairs were broken.
Oh my God!
I hated it, dude.
I watched the original person break it and blame me for it. It was someone heavier, man. It was someone fucking heavier.
And they must have deserved it.
It was a big body human.
They must have deserved it.
It was a big body human.
Dude, that place is like just so many memories.
They're like 4 feet off the ground and they're missing the top step.
Oh, straight up.
Eating.
Every step. I'm gonna go out to my car real quick.
We're not seeing them for the rest of the night.
Don't go out that door.
Seriously. Oh my God.
What a great house, man. What a great house, man.
Dude, that house has so many memories.
In the end, though, it's always the same. You know, I did screw the pooch. I did.
Well, when you screw the pooch, it's screwed.
And you know, I've said the same thing in life always. When one thing in life just goes bad, I'll take a puff. When one thing in life goes bad, it seems like it's like a fucking snowball rolling down a mountain.
Domino effect.
Oh yeah.
Life always gets a little bit worse and worse and worse, but then eventually it stops getting bad, and then you go up again.
Exactly.
I think of that way with so many different things in life. Honestly, it's such a fucking.
Mm-hmm.
It's true though.
It is true, bro. It's so true.
Life goes up, life goes down, man.
And it's weird. It's weird because it's like once one thing goes down, it just keeps like multiple things keep going.
And
down.
that's how it was, you know. Because then obviously like things in the house started to go wrong. It was just becoming more and more of a wreck. Things were piling up. And then I had to obviously move out, and then I lived with Mom, and then from there all I did was bounce around. I went from one house to John's house to finally this fucking year 2021 getting my first apartment ever like by myself. Like I mean I still had a roommate, but
Yeah.
I still went out and got the apartment myself, talked to my own landlord, met her, signed my name on a lease, did everything myself for the first time. And it seems as if like 2021 like was the start of like coming back uphill.
Yeah, seriously. But what about I think it's kind of messed up how you didn't like, I don't know, like after high school you kind of just like got a job and were just like at the house.
Yeah.
Like you didn't like even really think about going to college or doing anything other than just like getting a job, making some decent money, and you didn't think past the house. You just thought graduate and I have a house. I'm just gonna work this job that I don't even really like.
Bro, you see, it's funny because I didn't think of that in the moment at all. And like, now when I sit here and I'll shoot the shit with like anyone about it, I'll be like,
think about that shit.
I'll be like, yeah, you know, I really I got caught when anyone will be like, anyone could ask me like, yo, why didn't you go to school? I'll be like, yeah, life caught up with me.
Yeah.
But in the reality, you know, like, I just got content with what I was doing.
I feel like you never thought past like.
I was comfortable where I was, and I knew that life was going downhill. But you know, there's so many other factors that keep you content when you're that low. It's drugs. It's like just those stupid simple things that you're so used to.
Yeah, exactly.
And I lived there for fucking 7 years. It was so hard to let go.
And I feel like you never just sat down and were like, what do I really want to do? You were just going and going.
Exactly. And now, see, it's fucked because now I'm at that point.
Now you're just
I'm seeing Ariana fucking do nothing but thrive, and now I'm like, yo, college got you there? No way.
Well, it all depends on really like what your strengths are.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're not strong at school, like, if school is not your strength, like doing work and like getting your shit done and all that on time and all the shit that comes with school, if that's not your thing and that's not your strength, then like there's nothing you can do about that, in my opinion.
Yeah, facts. What are you gonna do? Is struggle all the way
through? What are you supposed to do? Struggle and then you're
possibly fail out.
Do you guys think school was hard?
Yeah.
I really did.
I think
I was just a lazy bastard.
They taught us was stupid, and
it's so
meaning that now they taught me it and I remember it, and I'm like, why did they even teach me that? I don't need.
It's really like kind of naive to almost say, but because like at this point, like I don't expect anyone to just believe me, but I genuinely think school was fucking easy, man.
I think it was easy. I think we were just lazy. We didn't care about what they were saying. We were fucking leaving school.
They really did
play
kind of
basketball. Yeah. We were like all we cared about was sports. Like that was literally it.
And I remember like, and the only reason that I'll ever say it was easy, like not that I've ever had to explain myself, but there were those times, obviously, when it came to sports. You both were on academic probation here and there. And yeah, exactly. But like, there were those like weeks on end, either where I was like suspended and couldn't play, but I still wanted to be a part of the team, or where I was on academic probation, where I would go to school and I would pay attention, and I would go home and do my homework, and I would get 90s, 85 pluses on tests. And I would actually apply everything that I knew. I could fucking retain information, dude. They spoon-fed that shit. And anything anyone has ever said about college is a million times better than high school.
Yeah, but a lot of people do tell me that college is hard.
College is harder though because
it's a lot more
complicated information to retain.
It's a lot more work.
You don't have
a lot more essays.
You don't have Miss Murphy. You don't have Miss Murphy coming and hunting you down after class because you didn't hand in.
See, but I feel like when I was on the academic bullshit, when I sat down for an hour after school, I was getting good grades, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess this is like really what you got to do. Like when I was going to graduate, I'm in after school every day with Bubba and Cameron. Like we're just grinding this workout and making good grades doing it. So I'm just like, it's not hard. Like if you really put your mind to it and really just grind it, it's not really hard.
You know what's even funnier to find out? That like the majority of the smartest people I know, all, if not most, use like apps that they would pay for to help them graduate through college.
For sure.
And
wait, what'd you
all
say?
I know is
that
the majority, if not the majority of people that I know that went to college used apps to literally fucking
get that one. What was the math one?
Whatever, dude. You can pay your way out of anything, and like you don't even have to be giving your money directly to anyone.
I mean, I was just talking to Megan the other day on New Year's, and she was telling me, like, and she was super smart in school. Like, she helped me out a lot, and her sister Catherine too. And like, she was telling me it's just a lot more work in college, like essays and just staying up for hours and. I'm just like, fuck that, dude. I don't know if I could do that, dude, to be honest.
Dude, you gotta... It's a bit more of a grind because you know... At that point in your life, you know what you're working towards. If I was 18 and I knew what I wanted, just like anyone who goes to college, and even most people that don't go to college, even most people that do go to college don't know what they want right away. Yeah, but, like, if I knew at 18, I would have just committed, and I would have fucking done it all. I would have grinded.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's so hard to know when
you're that
young.
Yeah, exactly.
You're so young, and you're just like...
You don't even know what you could be good at.
You don't know
You've
anything.
Never picked up a piece of fucking... You've never framed in a room. You've never fucking done any sort of trade. You've never done any of that unless, like, your parents made you or as a chore or taught you.
Exactly.
Like, that shit is more than half the time off of any college experience you could get. And it's almost double the amount of money you're guaranteed right out of college. 2 years, and if not, double the amount of salary right out.
Exactly. Exactly. But college does cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Let's not get that.
College is fucking expensive.
And if you don't make it through college,
exactly, you still owe that money. You still owe that money. You still got to pay that check.
Right? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, man.
What do you got?
What else, man? Hold on.
What
I
do you
got another one. I got plenty more. Don't worry.
I got a good one.
Well, since we were on the Vaughn Road, I figured we might get into the garage days.
Oh, you're
might get into the garage.
I've been meaning. I have never actually talked to you about. I might have a couple times.
Explain it to them what we did.
The garage.
People don't know. We all know.
People who don't know, because some of you know, and some of you wanted to know, but none of you were allowed because you were too young. Either way, the garage was my garage, obviously, at my parents' house. We just turned that shit into like a
Why is it lagging?
Trapped out.
You see it kind of like lagging a little bit? See that?
Well, it's just because the camera is a little, like a split second behind.
So it's not bad, though.
No.
See that?
It's not going to show up like that on the video.
It ain't going to show up like that.
Alright, keep going, my bad.
So, regardless, the garage was a spot that we took and turned into our little hangout, trap out area, and
in his backyard.
In my backyard. And destroyed the garage, destroyed every piece of furniture.
It wasn't that destroyed.
It wasn't like destroyed.
The couches survived for years.
Yeah, you could just say it was
them couches are not good. Them couches are not good.
We'll just say it's trapped out.
It's trapped out and destroyed. Okay, we did not do anything good to that place.
The majority of the story is we just kind of sat. Whenever we stories. Yeah, for the main thing is what we did was just kind of hang out in his garage and just smoke a lot of weed and go to football workouts. Not high though. No. But then, like, after we do football, we just go right back to the garage, chill, smoke weed. Maybe we'd go during the summer. Maybe we'd go hit a rope swing.
Oh,
we'd go tubing and
we were there every day. Listen to this guy. We were there every single day.
Bro, what I was gonna say before the beginning is that I fucking Connor actually went there for months on end because you and Connor seem to have clicked a little bit before you and I.
Yes.
Connor was going there for months on end, and it was just one random day that I happened to like not have anything to do, and I don't even know what I was doing before. I had to have dropped Connor off there several times.
You did.
I don't even know what I was like necessarily doing, but. One day I was just like, yo, can you ask Skylar if I can come over? and he goes, yeah, man. And I highly doubt that he asked. Highly doubt, because I remember just coming over, and then really before I know it, I was coming over by myself.
Oh,
before I fucking know it,
came over. You brought over Old Reliable.
Oh my god!
Dude, you brought over like a gram of wax.
If you think about it,
gave me my first dab.
I was gonna say, I think I gave you your
Reliable. I still have this piece, by the way. It is not going anywhere. Old Arrival is staying alive forever.
If you think about it, it sounds so stupid. Like we all just sat in a garage,
a big garage,
and it really originated from me, him, Bubba, and a couple others, Tariq, France, whatever, Kyler.
Kyler had to have been there for years,
dude, we were sitting on crates. We didn't have couches. We had literally a lawn chair, milk crates, and we just were just hanging out. I don't know.
And it was packed full of shit. When we first started there, it was not
regular garage shit.
To walk through the little path to get to the back, and that's where you smoked your weed, man. And then we decided to just clear it all off. And it turned into something greater than that, man.
Dude, we were out there in the winters with a space heater.
Oh my goodness, we
Oh my god!
Plastic around the whole room.
Wore jackets.
Wore jackets.
Oh, we're all fucking.
Yeah. We're going
around it.
We're going to Speedway to get kerosene every few days, dude.
Oh my god!
Remember when we were like trying to melt like different coins on the top of it?
Oh yeah.
We melted like a bunch of coins.
Yeah, dude.
What was one? We couldn't do the dime. I think a penny wouldn't melt.
Can I use the straw real quick?
I think a penny wouldn't melt.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, what were we doing? This was when I was like, 16 probably?
You were like
17.
Oh, dude.
We started dating.
Yeah, we were
seriously. Bro, that was insane, dude. I'm like, I'd hit Bubba up, yo, you going to the garage? He'd be like, what? He'd be like, I'll meet you there.
Hey, you remember the tabletop that we all carved into?
Mm-hmm.
Still at my parents' house. I kept the top to that table. It was all. Remember that table was destroyed?
Oh, we had the black top.
Yeah,
we all carved something.
I kept that.
You have that?
I have that at my parents' house.
No way.
Yes.
I don't remember what I carved into it. I remember what James carved into it.
There's like little
James fucking diced that thing.
Little Dickies carved into it. There's an OVO owl that James carved.
Yeah, dude.
There's a Marlboro M that James carved. There's a cigarette that James carved.
Who was from when I was like 2016, 2017, who was the one artist that we really listened to? Dude, he was like upcoming at the time.
Dude,
it was Lil Yachty and someone. Yeah,
Lil Uzi, bro. Lil Yachty, Lil Dicky. Remember we listened to
Uzi a lot.
Uzi, Joe, remember?
Uzi.
P's and Q's.
Literally, P's and Q's, Money Longer.
Yeah.
And then
that whole album, bro.
Future Purple Rain.
The Drake album's dropping.
Left and right.
Oh my god, dude. We were
so much crazy music, man. So much crazy music, and that's when 21 Savage came out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
21 Savage, Yachty, Kodak Black.
That's when our generation came out with a lot of good
shit. That was when it was lit.
Seriously,
that was probably the best time.
Juice was a little after.
Juice was like literally towards the end. Juice was towards the end. Shout out Juice WRLD, R.I.P.
Dude, that was crazy. I can't believe. I never thought those days were gonna end, dude. I thought we were gonna just grow old in that fucking garage.
Want to know why they never end? Because we keep doing things like that.
Yeah, literally.
Now we got doing things like this, so we keep them. We keep all the memories alive. Like, think about it. We would have never thought of all this stuff unless we sat here and we just got to chat.
Literally.
You know what I mean? Like, all this stuff just comes as you get to talking about shit, and you're just like, wow, remember that? And you're like, remember that? And we're like, holy fuck, dude, listen to all this shit we got.
Alright, I wanted to ask bro about this. How was it growing up with me as your little brother?
Oh dude, honestly, it was.
If you guys didn't know, Brody is my older brother. For the people that don't know.
Oh my goodness.
You can tell. You can't tell?
Yeah, you can't tell. They look so similar, don't they? They look like twins.
How was it, dude?
I dyed my tips too, but I
just got it covered up because you didn't want you guys to think they were doing the twin thing.
Honestly, man, though, growing up with like a little brother that was like interested in everything that I was, and like only 2 years younger, I really couldn't have asked for more. It was like I got a best friend that I didn't ask for, and it was fucking awesome, right? Like usually you find your best friends out randomly, but
built in.
Dude, this one was built in, yeah.
Exactly. What separates it? Nothing ever in a million years.
And you know, it's so funny because, like, as you meet your best friends as you get older, you know, like, you know how, even with anyone, you become best friends, you fucking butt heads for, like, years, and then you want to fucking fight each other, you want to rip each other's heads off, and then you get a little older and wiser, and you're like, alright, yeah, we're over that. Obviously, we did the same fucking thing, but we were so fucking young, just kicking the shit out of each other.
Yeah, it was.
By the time by the time I was like a teenager, we weren't really like fucking fist fighting anymore.
No.
You know, it was all over with, and because that's when like the friendship really hit. Because then we were like balling on the same team, playing football together, and like
shit together.
then we had like same friends, and we did things like outside of home together, and. Dude, you really just can't ask for anything more. You can't, bro.
Seriously. Dude, but hold on. I wanted to say, one of the reasons I think you dudes stop fighting each other is because once you guys got older, you're like, yeah, I don't really know if I want these problems right now.
Exactly.
I don't really know if I want to deal with these types of problems right now. I don't know if I want to fist fight.
Yeah, and then be like, yo, you want to smoke? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then you got to be cool.
Yeah, like, no.
And it was funny because people asked us.
We'll leave that up to the Hill brothers. Up to those dudes.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Those guys, them boys. That's like when we were fucking chilling at their fucking we're at a friend's fucking fire. They had fist fighting over there in the field.
Them Hill boys are good.
No, but I think it was, dude, I used to, when, like, growing up when I was, like, young, and, like, him and Odell and John, like, they'd be doing their crazy shit, because they're obviously a little older. So I'm just like, I'm still young, so I'm like, obviously bro doesn't want to like hang out all the time with me. He's with his homies, bro.
Younger,
like,
you know?
Yeah, and they're trying to go off and smoke and shit. And I'm like, yo, can I come? And he's like, nah, dude. And I'm like, fuck it, I'll just follow him 5 feet behind.
He did too, yeah.
Like, I'll just follow him 5 feet behind. I don't give a fuck, you know.
He's like, yo, you forgot to invite me. Yeah, no, I didn't. But now you're here.
And then it was just like, dude, I was just like, I just wanted to hang out with them so badly. I don't even know why. I just did.
Dude,
I just loved it, dude. I'm just like, fuck it.
Dude,
I'm gonna hang out with these motherfuckers, dude. And then John and Odell were like, come on. Bro's like, oh, alright.
This dude.
And then we just started hanging out like crazy.
He is so the dude to tell his little brother, no, you're not. No, you're not hanging with me, bro. You're not hanging with me, bro. It's not because he's a dick.
But it was
just
like when we were
straight
young.
up and he'd just tell you how it is.
Yeah,
facts. No matter what.
But bro, we were so young where it was like, I mean, if I was him, I look at it now, like if I was him, I'd be the same way. I'd probably be so much more of a dick, bro.
Yeah.
Than him. I'd literally be like, get the fuck out of here, bro. But like, he was just so nice. Like growing up, he'd literally come into my room. Yo, me and Odell are going to smoke. Let's go. I'd be like, fuck yeah, let's go.
Let's get fucking
dude,
stoned.
I never had money in high school. Like,
never paid for a bag of weed.
Yeah, he would just smoke me up every night.
Never paid for
Loved it, dude. Never paid for shit.
Yeah.
I never I would. I'd be like, yo,
an older sibling.
I'd be like, bro, like, come on, like, can we smoke like once in a while? But for the most part, I'd just be playing like 2K or some shit. And
dude,
he'd be like, yo,
was nice with video.
He'd be like, let's just go smoke.
And that was something that I never. That was the one thing. That's actually something that like started getting me into Counter-Strike as we got a little older. As I became a teenager and he wasn't. He was on the video game grind and I wasn't.
Dude, all the time.
And it got to the point where I stopped using my console. I just didn't really care about it. I didn't like pay. I didn't know how to use Xbox Live or
about
anything.
it, dude.
I would go in his room and play his video games on his PlayStation, and I would just I'd sit in there for hours. He'd be like, "All right, bro, I want to play." I'm like, "All right, I'll go in my room, I guess." Find me in there 20 minutes later, sitting on his bed watching him.
Yeah, dude. I remember he used to be sleeping at Vaughn Road. Like when we moved in when we were how old? You were probably like 9.
I was 13 or 12.
Oh, really?
Because it was like,
I was probably
it was like
9.
6 years, so I was like, I was maybe 12.
Dude, he used to be sleeping, bro, and I used to crawl in
12
his room,
and 10,
dude,
bro.
quiet as fuck, dude. Go right in his room, dude, because I didn't have a PlayStation or nothing at the time.
Oh,
bro.
yeah,
I'm like, fuck it, I'm sneaking in bro's room playing some fucking 2012 Madden.
It was only once in a blue moon
Fantasy
I'd wake up
draft.
2012 Madden.
I I'm on it, dude. Why are you sleeping?
lit.
I don't give a fuck. I'm shredding Madden right now.
Drinkin
going
was
back.
lit.
I did too. I didn't care.
Yeah, he didn't give a fuck, dude. It was awesome.
You know what though? Having a sibling so close in age to me, and like someone with similar interests, did have one downfall, and I'll say it to him. I'll say it to anyone for the rest of my life.
What was it?
The fact that he got everything that I ever got at the same time, and he was 2 years fucking younger.
Oh yeah,
2 years fucking younger,
You
bro.
always had to wait.
Oh yeah, he got a cell phone the same time as me. He got the newest he got the newest game same time as me. Console same time as me. Shoes, clothes, same brands, same anything that was big that I could have asked for. He got something slightly different, but it was the same thing. Same exact thing, bro.
Same thing, different color.
And it was almost better than sharing, but like. It was better than sharing.
It's just kind of like, come on, Mom. I'm the older brother. I deserve better.
But she's as much as I was, like as much as you got everything at the same time as me, I still was older brother. She still made me get a job ASAP. 16, get the fuck out or get a job, and like she still kind of held
You got
me.
a car before me though. I didn't even get a car.
Bro, when we moved into the house, she gave me. She said,
shit.
Yeah, actually, I don't even know if I ever told you. She pulled me aside one day and said, "All right, so you're getting the room with the big window and you're getting the TV, but he's getting the bed, the queen size bed."
Yeah,
and I said, "Bro, fuck the bed." She still got me a brand new bed. It was just a drawers. Yeah, it was a nice bed, bro. I didn't even care. I was like, "This is a sick setup." Hell yeah, dude.
Fuck, dude.
Oh wait, I did not move in there with the twin bed. But
No, you didn't. You got it after.
I moved in with a bunk bed that was still up because the bunk
Oh
was a futon.
yeah! Oh my god, I remember that.
Yeah,
The old one, dude.
I had a futon bottom bunk, and it was less.
Oh my
Slept on the
God.
top bunk, hated the bottom.
I remember.
Connor slept on the bottom
that.
when we shared a room before that.
Yeah.
So I didn't sleep on there ever, even when I had the room to myself.
When we had the
Put that bitch into a futon, chill the homies.
Oh, that's crazy, bro.
Oh,
Holy shit, dude. I forgot about that.
One Road always fucking finds its way back into the situation.
Dude, seriously, dude. Remember, dude, the best Christmas was the one where, cause you already had the Xbox, bro. So I didn't have anything, so I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm playing the Xbox, whatever, dude. Bro doesn't even play. He's got like 30,000 games, bro. Doesn't even play it. Fuck yeah.
Then
He said, make sure once you get the red ring, then just shut it off.
Bro, you know what's even more wild is that it's anyone who's my best friend now that I didn't like besides anyone in my grade. Like obviously I had 2 or 3 best friends. John, Brady, Odell. Those were the 3 that I'd say I graduated being my best friends. And anyone that I met after that, including you, Kyler. Okay, yeah, Keach and Baker. They were very close, very close.
Facts, always respected.
And I literally was out here riding dirt bikes, fucking going out and building forts, clearing out whole ass sections of woods just to have some fun. And then I meet someone like you who had every single similar interest, has gone to school with me my whole life, and I just didn't seem to meet and hang out with outside of fucking school.
Because
he did give me some connections, man.
What had happened?
He was a plug for homies.
Bro, you know what happened?
What had happened was this will get us into another.
This is a good one, bro. This one, I know what he's about to say.
Bro, Hermanson, remember when
we were arch nemesis?
Remember when we played basketball together?
Oh yeah. I remember this. I thought you were going to different.
I got that route.
Gary Scrimes team?
Yeah,
that was the first team I ever played.
I
will never forget those days.
Andy Terry.
Yeah.
Andy Terry was a beast on the rebounds.
Andy,
just go in there, you get the left-handed layup. Isaiah.
Bro, when Austin Skogsberg lived in Tariq's old house.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Dude, but
all of that. I was in like 4th grade, 3rd grade.
See, because back then...
You guys were in 5th, or you were in 4th.
Back then I was in 4th grade. You were in 5th grade.
Yeah.
You always hung out with Andy Terry.
Yep.
It was you and Andy Terry hanging out that whole entire time.
Andy's the man.
And I was always chilling. I was always chilling with Dylan Phillips. And who else? I don't even remember.
Isaiah.
I remember you were hanging out with Felony.
I'd never hung out with a kid.
You were with Isaiah Berger.
I used to hang out with
Berger was your best friend,
man, bro. Isaac's one of my bros.
Yeah, he's cool. He's good shit. Always known.
And when you were around that age, you had that girlfriend for a long time. You were with that one, your first girlfriend for a long time.
And you were friends. You don't need to say her name, but most people know her name.
You were friends with her friends, so I like
friends with her friends.
Yeah. That was kind of your crowd. By
that
the time
was my clique.
When you were in like low middle school.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm trying to get.
I was not near that clique.
Exactly. Until
it's just wild though. You know, you can just fucking.
Bro, and then
you never know your best. You never know the best friends that you're gonna have are gonna come.
Bro, seriously.
So like,
bro, and then me and him grew up fucking hating each other. Not hating each other,
we
but
didn't like each other.
We didn't like each other when we were on the basketball team,
hanging out with each other.
And I don't even know what it was. But it was just like, yo, like.
Even to think back why we weren't friends on that basketball team was ridiculous.
Even another thing, Kyler always used to get when I was younger and it was like Kyler and I hanging out. Kyler would get invited to hang out with like all the like
Jana and all them
kids, Jana and all them. He would get invited to hang out with them, and I wouldn't.
Chuck was there.
And I wouldn't.
Oh, because Jana was a part of that crowd too. Those girls that were playing basketball.
You and I had a friendship before you and him did.
Yeah, because you and Connor have been friends since like fucking 6th grade.
That's what I'm saying.
Way before.
And I was in 8th.
This is how this happened.
That's why it's nuts. It's actually fucking crazy.
This is how this went down. Because at that point,
I established myself.
Me and Brode hated fucking Skylar, dude. And like
everyone did.
Yeah, a lot of people fucking hated Skylar.
You want to know what, people?
Seriously,
let's put something right out there now. I guarantee you can go to like 80 to 90% of them people now, and they'll say different.
Yeah, for
guaranteed,
sure, dude.
100%.
Bubba, I don't even think Bubba liked you. Bubba's never hated anybody.
Riley Madison didn't like me.
Bubba liked you.
Riley Madison didn't like me, and Riley's on my shit list right now, but we won't talk about that.
I don't even think
Riley's always a good kid.
No, I don't even think, because it was always just me, Bubba, and Tariq, and I don't even think we really liked anybody really besides like kids in our grade. We didn't like Scott,
but no one liked Claire and them.
Yeah,
exactly.
And Skylar wasn't a guy that I was like, oh, I fucking like this guy. He was just like a fucking, I don't know, dude. It wasn't a douchebag to like me, but it was just like,
I was
perceived as a douchebag, dude. Everybody didn't like him.
But it was also you were also one of the first people that I ever heard had smoked pot.
And I smoked pot when I was in 6th grade.
Yeah.
And when you hear that, and you're in middle school, and you hear that,
was so against
and I was the first one to have sex.
Yeah.
And then when I was like 11 years old, word to anybody.
Bro, no, like people watching this didn't even jerk off by that.
Stop.
Straight up. And then he used to bash us on the basketball bus and shit for smoking and shit.
Yeah, because you want to know
Next thing you know,
once I became
buddy's over here smoking fucking crazy amounts of weed. I'm just
I had him first period every day. And he would be the first person I saw. He'd say we'd wear the cafeteria for study hall. You look fucked up, bud. Yeah. And I obviously just got here from smoking in my car on the way to school. I'm 100% high.
He'd have dabs on his fingers.
Oh yeah, dude.
I'd be like, yo, you see that?
It's so fucking.
What's that?
Something there.
Yeah, bro.
I didn't sound like that.
Yeah. Don't fucking waste it eating your little banana chunk thing.
And it was funny because I went to second period with him right after, and it didn't stop there. Oh, every day I eat the same thing. I was fucking.
Yo, you know what was lit was Aunt Sharon used to hook me up for breakfast, dude. I used to come in faded, dude. She'd be trying to give you. I'd be like, Aunt Sharon, which one should I go with? The banana cereal bar or the donut?
That was the move.
She'd be like, take them both.
Yeah,
I'd be like, what? She'd be like 2 chocolate milks too. I'm like, what? No way.
Who cares? That's your aunt.
I'm like, no way. Sharon, okay, I love you. You're getting a good Christmas present this year. Making sure. Fucking goat.
That's funny, dude.
Dude, hold on. Chuck, you got anything else?
Yeah, I wanted to ask him one thing. If you
go ahead.
But it's kind of like a long topic. I feel like it's like the same thing I asked France. I don't know. I just like knowing about this one.
Hold on.
It's
bro.
like this one
I got
in
one.
particular that I really like.
I got one.
Knowing what people think. Now I can't wait to have John Combs on here to hear this.
Oh my god!
What I say.
I want to talk about.
Con Jones gonna love it.
I want to talk about music, bro, and like what music is in like our lives. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, I've talked to so obviously Ariana has a slight different generational view on music than I do, and
yeah, right.
I
figured that.
Wow, what is she like?
She's like a little bit older, so she,
yeah, she's not. Juice WRLD was a very generational person. He really fucking spoke to the people who were like teens, like young teens, going through like that peer pressure, all that depression, anxiety, that little shit that the kids start to first
the real
see.
Shit that you start to feel, and you nobody knows how to fucking explain it, but Juice WRLD.
Exactly, but even more than that, for me, it was like. The only other person other than Juice WRLD that I'll ever say spoke to me on ways that I was so severely like in deep with like bad thoughts and shit like that was Mac.
Yeah. Another one.
And Mac fucking
another one.
Mac even has brought me friends in my life just due to the fact that
you can't even bring up Mac
you can't match the kind of music that he brought to the table. And even if every song of his was an instrumental, it would still mean just as much to me. Like, everything was so well fucking put together, and I love just knowing that he was such a musical genius and loved what he made every second of every
time. Honestly, Mac did so much.
It was insane, dude.
Mac, dude, you'd always have the Mac blown.
Bro, as soon as he started coming out with shit that, like, dude, honestly, pretty much since kids.
Yeah, bro.
I think I've steadily listened to everything since kids.
Yo, my freshman year, dude, when Tristan Dupree was on the team and we had fucking Connor Page, dude. Bro, once that Good AM dropped, bro, they had me
AM put on the map for the entire earth.
Bro, yeah, right?
That put him on the world stage.
They put me onto that, and then I literally went home that same day. Like, literally the same day it dropped, I walk in the house and he's jamming to it. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh my god.
You had to.
But I was like a Mac fan, but I liked like certain songs, you know what I'm saying? But he was always playing it. I never really was like playing it, but I loved it. But I was never like jamming to it in school and shit. And then that album came out and we were bumping it all day, every day, dude. We had Dusty bumping it.
Bro, that shit
like, that's how much that album was crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Bro. But dude, Mac Miller, dude, is fucking. He's a legend, dude. I fucking and they played at the barbershop. Gino Loves Mac, dude. Fucking Cole. Me and Cole used to wake up to Nikes on my feet. Dude, every morning when I was living with him in high school, every morning he'd leave it on. Like, we're going to school, dude.
Bro, all I'm gonna all I know 100% is that Mac spoke to you even if you were not on the type of shit that he was reaching out for.
Yeah,
like you really everyone that listened to a singular full song of his appreciated it.
Dude, he was
he's musically insane.
Honestly, you want to keep talking about the musically inclined and insanely gifted when it comes to it. Around that time when we were young, and I know neither of you would say it, it's fucking Kanye. Neither of you like Kanye, I know.
No, hold on a second. Hold on a second. We can talk about
that one album. The one album.
Life of Pablo.
Life of Pablo, Graduation. I was listening to Blood on Leaves when I was in 7th grade.
When Austin Underwood was making us those fucking CDs, dude, that's what I was
on. We would fucking burn CDs and sell them in school. And
other than that, I'm not a big Kanye guy.
That's some funny
Kanye West is one of the best producers of all time.
Dude,
seriously,
bro.
But
I
can't deal with the fact that he does not really write his own music. He
See, I don't even go in that deep. I never knew.
I don't know. He doesn't even write his own music.
What about Drake, though?
But he produces his own beats.
Go down to the bottom of Kanye's songs.
So he produces all of his own music.
He produces all of his own music.
Wait, look, Kanye.
Kanye.
Yes, okay.
The beats and shit?
That's still very
He makes the
impressive.
beats. Exactly what I'm trying to say. That as a producer, one of the best of all time.
Yeah,
You
okay.
can't even
Yeah,
compare him.
definitely.
You can't compare him to almost anybody but Dr. Dre. And
sure.
I'm not kidding. As far as a producer, that is like the type of level he is on. But
I like
when you're talking about rapping,
What?
Take Heath.
when you're talking about rapping,
Take Heath.
okay,
Is a producer.
Kanye just doesn't do his own lyrics, man. Like Partisan Fontaine, we all know Partisan Fontaine.
Yeah.
Has written lyrics for Kanye West.
Really?
Yes, and Cardi B.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yes,
too. I
bro.
heard
So
about
what, does that mean that you rap that shit in front of these other artists? and then they were like, I like
you
that.
take a beat that what they give you, and if you are gifted at writing, you can be a writer.
write that
and they'll
shit.
pay you.
Or Partisan Fontaine doesn't even really.
Partisan Fontaine doesn't
He-
put out music, but he writes for people.
Yeah, I was just saying, he doesn't come out with shit in a
He
minute.
writes for people, bro, and gets paid.
Damn.
Drake.
You think Drake's had people?
Drake has ghostwriters.
Yeah, definitely.
Drake has ghostwriters, but if you look at every single Drake song, Aubrey Graham is on that song. Because you want to know what? They have to put producers on there too at the end of the song. They can't, and they don't specify.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. Yeah. So you
Like Juice WRLD's music, there's all a bunch of different names on there, plus Jared Higgins.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But
On
Juice
Apple
WRLD,
it says Jared Higgins.
yes, but Juice WRLD freestyle.
Look at the
We all
camera.
know Juice WRLD freestyled everything. All the names that are on there are producers and people who
Look towards the camera.
people who came in. Talking to you guys, fuck that.
But yo, what was that one guy who we grew up loving, dude? He's got the fucking 8-minute song, bro. It's in the courthouse.
Oh, Hobson. He leaves Funk Master Flex volume.
Hobson.
He leaves Funk
Illmind
Master
Hobson.
Flex's fucking label. In Illmind 8.
Illmind of Hobson.
When they're in the courtroom?
Yeah.
In that song, that's him announcing that he's leaving
Dude, that's
Master Funk
so
Flex or whatever the
funny.
fuck his fucking actual name
Bro,
is.
what's that song called? 8? Right?
8, that's 8.
Oh,
I
dude,
listened
that
to
song
it.
is
Yeah, I
bop,
listened to it
man.
recently.
What do you who?
Play
you guys
it, play
talking about?
it, play it. Illmind of
Hobson,
Hobson. Play that song.
Hobson has he's I think 9 songs named the same thing. They're all Illmind of Hobson, and then the number.
And you know what else we used to bump?
Illmind of Hobson 5 or Illmind of
8's my
Hobson
favorite.
8 is a song.
And it's not 8 minutes long. It is just number 8.
Hold on,
Yeah,
hold
this
on a
one.
second. You guys like this dude?
This dude, we used to bump this when we were growing up.
It's kind of like the fucking FG ciphers.
Dude,
shit.
bro used to come into
It's
my room
long,
with the,
bro. I used to like
the
them
fist
ciphers.
bump.
The cipher.
Bro used to come in like this.
I was
Yes, he was.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, and you know, yes, he did 100%. He's always like this. Yo, you know the other group we like that Bubba kind of put us onto? Shout out Bubba. The Montana 300.
Montana 300 Bubba.
And
Shout out to
those
Bubba, man.
Bubba always
Shout out Bubba, man. He
fucking-
always was bumping Montana 300. He'd be like, "Yo, did you hear that Montana?"
He really
300
did.
shit?"
Bubba
I'd be
loved
like,
that shit.
No, Bubba, I don't listen to that. He'd be like, "Dude, listen
Dude, me and
to
Bubba would have one headphone in on the way to a
the
football game,
ciphers,
just
man.
bumping to the
ciphers, man. They were hard. Them dudes were crazy. Seriously, them dudes were crazy. Like when the shit Montana 300 was really crazy when he was doing them ciphers.
Yeah, he was.
He was really crazy.
And fucking, what's his name?
Tally.
Tally.
TO3.
MG shit.
Yeah.
Bob shit.
Bro, those were actually really
Those
good.
ciphers were lit.
Can't believe this shit.
But yo, alright, let me ask you this question, bro.
Alright.
I asked Frank this, so don't fucking hate on me for asking the same question. What was your favorite varsity football game?
Between you two, I've had this conversation at least 50 times.
Yeah, tell
I
us.
mean, maybe you 100.
I'm gonna ask multiple people this, so don't hate on me.
I mean, dude,
This
actually,
is a serious good question.
This actually
for me.
covers something.
I love knowing this shit.
so my favorite football game ever, or varsity football game?
Favorite varsity football game ever, and then I'm gonna ask you another little something.
Well, I mean, first of all, I'll just keep narrowing it down more and more. We'll have to go to my senior year, first of all, because I was on varsity 2 years.
Yeah.
And I have some fun games for my junior year.
Been 3.
I wicked do. But I fucking, I definitely will always say that it was a game that we lost, and it's Schuylerville. When I was a senior, you were a junior, you were a sophomore.
Dude, bro, funny thing about that game,
We lost, but
funny thing
fuck
about that
ref.
game is Skyler started at linebacker with me. Buddy was lost.
Oh my God!
Lost the running back.
It was not me.
They switched it in the first quarter. They switched it, put Skyler back down where he knows what the fuck to do. Then he put Schwartz back, and we played the game. It was a great game.
Holy shit!
Dude, I really
That was killed it. That game.
That was the most fun I've ever had.
Brody was catching every single thing that came
I'll
his
never
way.
forget the one play. I don't know if it was this game, but it was a home game. You caught it like in between like three people, like three guys were like collapsing. You were like,
I think it
was like a deep pass,
Dude, it's
kind of down the middle, and bro's like,
this goes into something I want to say. This is something I want to say. You would always see this man. This man would make the craziest catches that you wouldn't even expect. You would just snag it. And it's like,
and it was crazy because John,
I came out of the woodwork with some shit.
You would not expect this man to make that catch, but he would make the catches, and he would always make the catch that counted.
And it's funny because I'll never in my life talk myself up at all.
And you don't have to.
I was the slowest fucking dude out there. You could, if you looked at my arms or my fucking legs, because I didn't wear nothing flash either. You could see my whole fucking body every game.
You had the leggings on.
Yeah, once in a blue moon.
You had the leggings on.
I was puny. I was 125 pounds or less all season, and it showed. And I still. The only thing that I could possibly say about that game is that I fucking did absolutely everything I could, and I 100% think we should have won. But when it comes to the catch, I'll never say that I think I caught it or it was an interception because first of all, there's no fucking NFL replay, and second of all, it's all in the past. You know, I really did let it go right after the game when they made their decision. I let it go, but what makes it my favorite game above me fucking doing as well as I did, and like us coming back from fucking 28-3,
and the touchdown at the half.
Dude, we were down 7 by the time we were the catch that they referred to before, that would have tied it up. When we were down 7, and that's why it was such a pivotal thing. But regardless, above everything that makes it my favorite game. Bro, my best friend, John, this motherfucker was always a ride or die, just along with everyone else that I was on the field, all 10 other guys. This motherfucker, John Combs,
don't worry about that,
walks up to a ref right after this fucking play and says, "Hey, buddy, that was a fucking horseshit call, and you fucking know it." I could never forget this shit, dude.
And you want to know what? You want to know what?
15 yards on the kickoff. Get this kid out of the game.
No.
Number 2, get him out.
I love it.
Bro, next thing I know, we're still fourth quarter. John did that in fourth quarter. We're talking maybe 5 minutes later, fourth quarter. At this point, Skylerville might have scored another touchdown, and the refs fucked us. Fuck this, At this point, we're all out of the game mentally. That was so pivotal what happened, and as much as we still wanted to win in the fourth quarter, it was that moment that was like, fuck this. But not even 5 minutes later, after John gets kicked out, I see the other team's offense try to fucking do what they're doing, which was like chop blocking, and another homie drops his knee right on his fucking back. That was a scumbag move, but at that point,
why are you trying to cut block?
Fuck this other team and fuck the game.
You know what I used to do to anybody who tried to cut block me ever? I used to take my cleat and I used to stomp on their back. Cut block me again, motherfucker. Cut block me again, motherfucker. I'm going to stomp on your back. I can't remember what coach taught me that.
I was too nice.
But a coach taught me that if they try and cut block you again, stomp on their back.
Again?
I'm like, no problem. What the fuck?
Oh, dude,
I'm gonna put Bro in my top 3 wide receivers I ever played.
Nothing made me feel
Bro
better.
was like a
actually, that's
so solid.
No, that's not the same game. It might have been. No, dude, no. I'm sorry, I keep fucking it up. Obviously, so many things made that my favorite game. But the only other favorite memory that I have from that season happens to be with him, and it's I think we were playing Hudson at home. Had to have been, I shit you not, 90 plus.
Dude, hottest game.
It was hotter than shit.
This is the game.
Hotter than
oh my
shit.
God, this is the game.
That game was so
where
hot.
Johnny Combs absolute.
For you?
Oh my!
No.
Oh no.
John, that's what I was waiting for. Johnny Combs came out of nowhere in the end zone.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! I've never seen a hit stick like that in my life.
Bro,
Johnny.
we gotta have John on. We gotta tell these stories.
The kids that were seniors when John was a freshman, and the kids that were freshmen when John was a senior will all respect him. They all know he was a nasty player. But that game, the 95 plus degree game,
so hot.
do you know what I'm gonna say? It had to have been maybe third quarter, and it's fourth at the fourth.
We were losing.
Oh yeah, we were on our own like 10. We're getting fucking pushed in the end zone, and I'm like, dude, man, I was a safety, and Connor was our free safety. I was technically a linebacker, but our defense had changed. You know, it's hard to explain at the moment. I'm dying. I'm literally dying on the field. I'm at my safety position. I'm like wheezing. I'm looking at Connor. I'm like, dude, I'm like trying to curl up in a ball while standing. And I'm looking at Connor. I'm like, yo, I am done. Like, I am gonna throw up. I need to faint. Like, I'm gonna pass the fuck out where I stand on the moment. I swear to God, Connor looked at me like he had never met me before in his life, and he goes, "Yo, stop being a fucking pussy. We're fucking losing right now. Get your fucking head out of your ass." Well, I shit you not. I did not leave the game.
That's what you need.
I continued to fucking play the entire game, and I'm pretty sure we came back and won.
No, we lost that game because that punt.
Oh, they did have a fucking dude.
Raven. I said Raven.
They won 17.
I'm actually 90% sure that was the drive that I had an interception. Something good came.
Walker ran the fake punt all the way around.
Something good came of the play that Connor told me.
I remember. The only thing that was actually nuts. Like, I played with Brode my freshman year, and then I played with him my sophomore year, which was his senior year. But the craziest thing about it was, like, when we were on the field, like, grinding, playing together, like, I'm, like, looking, and I got my best friend, my brother's best friend, which I have always looked up to my whole life, John Combs, on the left side of me, maybe the right, whatever. And then I got Brode on the other side. And I'm just like, bro, I got my two dogs I grew up with. I'm like, bro, let's just fucking go, dude. And we just, every play, John would just, us three would, like, really meet right in the middle, like, just like, let's go, bro, let's make a fucking play, something, bro. And it was just like, me and bro never, like, acted like straight brothers, like, oh, bro, you're good, Brody, you're good, man, you're good. Oh, Chuck, you're good, man, come on, get up, you'll make the next play. Like, it was just never really like that. It was just, like, straight up, like, fucking hit this fucking
We're on a fucking
bro.
team at that point.
Smoke this fucking
You
kid,
just have
bro.
tigers on your chest.
Like,
I don't know your last name or anything. If you're one of those 10 on the field,
like, he'd just look at me and be like, bro, go fucking make a play. And I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna go make a play. Yeah. Sounds good to me, man. Sounds fucking great. But I know what your worst game was.
My least favorite or my, like, worst?
I don't know. It might be your least favorite, but
probably.
Yeah. I mean, and you always played so
when
solid.
When it comes to football still?
Yeah, football. You always played solid as fuck, but this one game, dude, this fucking kid was just tooling with you, kind of.
Tell me.
A little bit.
What team?
Broad Almond. That fucker, dude, the twin. I think they were twins.
Was I a senior?
Senior, yeah, at Broad Almond. That fucker was catching the screen.
Oh my God, he was a twin. One was on the line. Yeah. Oh no, Connor. I had a touchdown that game. One of our 2 or 3 touchdowns. But no, I do. Bro, that kid broke my ankles. That kid ran me the fuck over. Bro, I could not be on the defensive side of the field. Dude, I really shouldn't have been trusted at all.
It's so funny because
I really got my ass kicked.
The fucking next year, bro. The next year, I think it was Karma, dude, because I remember us going home and I'm like, bro, what the fuck, dude?
Why was I doing that shit?
Stop this fucking idiot.
I'm bouncing off of
This guy wasn't good.
He's like 3 inches taller, maybe like 20 pounds heavier. Nothing special.
He wasn't doing crazy shit.
Nothing special.
No, I'm just like, I remember getting home, I'm like, bro, what was that going on, dude? He's like, dude, I don't know, dude. I just couldn't make a tackle.
And we would talk about games for hours.
And then the next the next year at Broad Alban, what happened to me? Halftime. Going
This guy got a pick six.
No. This is. Dude, there's like fucking 5 seconds on the fucking clock, bro. 5 seconds on the clock at going into half, right? What are they doing? Aaron Rodgers shit.
No,
They bomb it to the end zone. They did, right? No, listen. Bomb it to any team would do that, right? Bomb it to the end zone. What am I playing? Rover, right? I'm like, yeah, baby. I'm way back in this point.
they're punt return.
Yo, they're fucking bombing. I'm like, yup, easy pick. Whoop, jump up, boom.
Bounces right off his chest.
Into some fucking kid's hands.
No.
Yep.
Right off of the
right
kid's
before half.
hands.
Yep, dude. And
Right off in the half hands.
The rest of my whole game was just done.
I would have been upset.
Right off his chest.
Coach Chong's like, wow. He's like, bet the fucking thing down. Bet the fucking thing
Coach Chong was
down.
not happy about
I'm
that
like,
one.
dude, it was an easy pick, dude. I'm just an idiot, and that happened, man.
It was.
And that's what made. I guess that's a good. Let's look at it as a good thing. That's what made Skyler win us the game, I guess.
All right, let me ask you guys a question about football right now.
Whoa.
I would love
Whose
it.
podcast is this? Hold the fuck up. All right. What do we got?
As much as we all, and I say we all, like the ones that participated, hated double sessions. Do you or do you not think that shit made you a fucking man and ready for the fucking season? Compared to when you graduated when you graduated when you did not have doubles anymore.
I actually loved double sessions way more than not having double sessions because, one, exactly what you said, it made all of us, all the little pussies.
Really.
We all, it was like, listen, buddy, you're going to come, you're going to get your ass kicked in the morning,
Actually,
and you're going to take an hour or two break, and you're going to come and get your ass
Honestly,
kicked in the afternoon. And there's nothing else to be fucking said.
So not that it matters at all.
There's nothing else to be said.
Dude,
You better eat Subway in between because you're getting your ass kicked.
The morning one sucked way worse.
The morning one sucked way worse. Getting up and being there for 8 a.m. and then like just straight practicing.
Morning one sucked, man.
Yeah, straight practicing.
Not that it actually matters in any way, but between us three, obviously, I was the first one to experience double sessions. Well, I was a freshman, and you didn't move up, right? And you were in 7th grade, so you played on the 8th grade team.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I was a freshman,
my 8th grade team.
With Tom Hill at tight end.
Freshman year,
Tom Hill at
double
tight end,
sessions.
You at fullback.
Yeah.
That shit, and me at quarterback.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
that shit really fucking changed me.
First went to double sessions.
As a freshman, before you guys had seen it,
Dude, I don't know if you remember, but my freshman year, do you remember the first day of camp? Coach, they all give us our stuff on the first day. You get all your stuff on the first day.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, Coach
You get
says,
uppers the first day.
Coach says, put all your gear on. Coach says, get all full pads, everything ready. Get all your gear on. I'm like, oh, this is how it's gonna go on the first day of camp. So next thing you know, we're all getting fed to the wolves.
Oh yeah.
To the wolves.
I'm in 8th grade.
I got Mitch Heim. Mitch Heim is yelling at me across this drill. I'll never forget. He's screaming at me. He says, "Come on, hit me, hit me!" I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, okay, I'll try and tackle you. Go ahead.
At this point, it wasn't even like football. It was just like go murder these.
Before I go, first day of camp,
JV
I'm a
fucking
freshman.
idiots.
Shit in my pants. He's an 8th grader. Shit in his pants.
Getting body slammed.
Great time.
the only reason I never even talk about my freshman year is because the kids that were seniors, they were not that talented. It was the kids below, like Gino and Jeff and that class that really brought that team alive.
No, that
Dusty
was
a sophomore. When I was a freshman, Dusty
didn't
move up.
Yeah, okay.
Well, he did. Dusty did move up half to not the whole year. But the team that was seniors, they weren't that good, but. Dude, it's really hard to forget all the shit we went through because it changed so drastically by the time I graduated, and then I saw it change even more by the time you graduated.
Bro, seriously.
And I still even talk to my fucking barbers a grade below you. Like, I fucking still talk to people that went through that.
It was like, dude, it was
got easier and easier.
Bro, being like from 8th grade, bro, that's like 5 years. 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. That's 4 or 5 years, bro. I'm literally watching this shit develop and like grow. And like I feel like at the time of my sophomore year, coach put like all of us, like brought all of us sophomores up because he wanted us to be good.
Bro, I remember my first air raid.
And we barely missed playoffs your senior year. Like barely. And then from like the point you graduated from like Skylar's senior year, like he knew like that like his senior year and my senior year was like the year to like fucking win some shit. And like we did. We won the games we were supposed to. You can't really fucking bet on fucking state fucking championship teams. I'm sorry, but you can't. What are you gonna do?
Oh yeah,
not to interrupt.
What the fuck are you gonna do, bro?
But let's get into some other shit. Let's talk about.
I got this sugary ass.
I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about a few things, man.
Go ahead, bro.
I want to talk about Kane, and I want to talk about the homies. Like you pick which one to start with, and we go.
The homies.
Homies, let's talk about the homies.
All right, let's talk about the homies. Hit it up. Like I want to know. I want to know what like have the homies done to impact you to this point. Like not all of them, but I want to know.
No,
like,
so it's funny. It's funny that you say this. You use the perfect words. And I know you guys are gonna you wanted to. At least we were talking about how you wanted to touch on it. Obviously, Connor and I did not grow up with a father. And majority, if not all my homies, coincidentally, taught me so many fucking things throughout life. Like
as far as manly things you're talking about?
As far as everything that I needed to know 100% as a man. 100%. Like, dude, I have, like, even though, like, dude, that's why John and Odell stuck in my fucking head more than necessarily Brady and Baker and Keach. Keach did a lot. Like, dude, actually, I was with Keach a lot growing up.
Yeah,
but when it came to John taught me a lot of shit that he learned from, like, his older brother. And
his dad.
That was, like, the shit that you needed to learn growing up through, like, ages, like, fucking, like, 3 through, like, 10 or 11. That's what John really hit home on. John was like, you know, here, we're gonna fucking go out here and shoot some squirrels in my backyard. We're gonna
go fix a tire,
and then like
put a tire on.
Exactly. We're gonna change some oil. We're gonna load wood. We're gonna cut wood. We're gonna fucking keep this fire going all night. And then even more than that, like him and Odell at this aspect taught me how to like be like a boy. Like, talk about boy shit. Like, the shit that just, like, young men talk about, that's not shit that I had on my mind. Because, you know, young men are, like, all fucking, like, yeah. Do you jerk off, bro?
I know, you live with it.
It's like weird shit, yo. Weird shit little young men talk about.
You want to smoke.
Yeah, exactly. Weird shit, you know, and it was only, and obviously now I think it's, like, weird, but every fucking, like, young man just, like, talks about that kind of shit with their fucking homies. And I never really... Dude, I feel like I 100% would have turned out like a definitely like a weirdo. I would have been such a nice guy with the same kind of, like, morals that I have, but I didn't know, like, what the core of a man was supposed to be. And it's the person who kind of does things that they don't want to fucking do. Especially to fucking please others. You know, like, especially your fucking woman. Especially the people that you love. That's really it. And
men tend to be the backbone of things.
They really do, and you don't realize
women are the engine. Don't get me wrong. Women keep this shit running.
Women keep the world
keep
going,
it running.
bro.
Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not discrediting any woman ever. I would never do that ever in a million years. I got some women in my life that mean more to me than anything. So, but women keep it going, and men are the thing right here. They're the thing in the background that's like, keep going.
And you know what's wild? Like,
keep going.
I constantly relate to it when I'm like thinking about this kind of stuff because I had no clue how to fish. I had no, like, that.
Who taught you how to fish?
I fucking fish religiously now.
Who taught you how to fish?
Fish
That's definitely a combination between John and Odell.
Yeah.
Like, because I fucking...
That's really dope, though. I say that your friends kind of taught you how to fish.
Yeah, bro. Like, I didn't know how to tie. I had to ask both, between the both of them, I had to ask them both for a full year of my whole life, that, like, how, will you tie this for me? And now I'm at to the point where if anyone else can't do that, they're asking me. And I didn't know what type of things were what, and all that shit did was make me, like, want to expand my knowledge, and that's what I did, you know. I learned more and more shit. And don't get me wrong, there's other people like fucking Hunter and like Logan O and fucking other Jeff, Dusty, here and there that like taught me shit like that, but you know, to even learn how to cast a fucking reel that spins, a spinning reel, that in itself was something that like John showed me how to do, you know. And it was like really things as
dude told
like,
me
straight up, bro.
Dude told me you need a girl like that I got.
What the
Who's gonna say that to their younger brother, bro?
You need some shit like I got going on.
He's like, yo, you need what I got.
Okay. I said, you gotta find a girl.
He said to me, he's like, yo, you need a girl like I got. What, dude?
Why? What did you do?
I'm looking. I've been
just
looking.
how dope he is.
Yeah, he's like, you need a dope girlfriend like me.
Things are going to change. Things are like when it comes to the shit.
I got one just as well.
Yeah, you do.
Not trying to.
No, you do. And when it comes to the fucking thoughts of, when it comes to me considering the people that I love,
I'm just letting the people know.
Jaden's not that good.
I'm just letting.
Oh, you shut up. You shut up.
No, I love Jaden.
And well, listen,
Jaden's my favorite fucking person ever, dude. I would never put any dirt on her.
We'll get into that one.
Never, ever in my life.
on the checking. But hold on though. Since we just had a little pause. Listen, we didn't ask Francis, and I didn't even have this down. But I want to know how you feel about this podcast and about what Chuck and I are doing. I want to know that.
Alright, so you guys want to hear my honest answer?
Yeah. Be honest.
Oh, God.
I don't want no bullshit.
Cat bullshit.
I don't want no
we didn't make this for you
to bullshit,
be
bro.
capping out your ass.
Straight out there.
Alright, so nobody's capping.
Tell us everything.
So nobody's capping.
Whatever you want.
Right.
Whatever you want.
Right, whatever I want. I 100% even said this in the barbershop the other day about how dope I think it is what you both are fucking doing right now. That's just the start. Second of all, when it comes to any sort of individuality, I think that you couldn't have gotten luckier with a person to start a podcast with who does nothing but love and want and need to be on social media and want to have that social media aspect of their life that will sit there and fucking spread anything until their fucking brother's nephew's uncle knows what the fuck he's doing.
Perfect.
And no, that's not even where I stopped. You might have been as lucky as fuck to get all that, some sort of publicity, the majority of the publicity. This motherfucker got lucky with someone who has some fucking money and ready to fucking help out and ready to fucking be the perfect other fucking best friend or some sort of co-host that is ready to pursue the same dreams that he fucking has and ready to find someone who appreciates, who won't do some sort of outside of the fucking camera type of shit, but will do nothing but be the best fucking host and literal best friend in a fucking podcast you could ask for, bro. You could not ask for someone to be as close and like have a fucking 4-hour long video of just 3 people shooting the shit. You really could not choose someone to start the shit up with. Skylar has anything that you could ever ask for to start a podcast, and Connor has everything that you could ever ask for to get people to watch it.
Yep.
It's like, bro, you really, I think that you guys are gonna take it to the fucking moon. And that's the plan. Let's get straight. That's the plan. No, listen, we will be wearing merch. We will be wearing merch.
Honestly, bro,
all 3 people on here will be wearing merch when we drop a podcast soon.
Yeah.
Maybe not the next one, maybe not the next one after that, but soon we will have merch and we will all be wearing it.
You guys are
won't be
fucking
available to the
partners.
public soon, but we will be doing it, bro.
Bro, we got a lot of shit in the works.
A lot of shit works. Like,
we got a lot of
the shit that we're doing right now, like
Skyler's like a businessman and not a businessman, but he's
a businessman.
But he's also my best friend.
Exactly. We're best friends, but we're businessmen, and we're gonna get it done.
Damn right.
Some people on this podcast, on the last episode, had a couple comments about how the lighting was. So guess what? We upgraded that shit. We got that shit fixed. And now what? You're seeing all that shit. So stop it. Like, and we got another microphone. And we got another microphone on the way. We are gonna continue to keep this shit going, man.
And you guys gotta do nothing but shout out the motherfuckers watching.
Seriously.
Honestly, let me say it.
Go ahead.
Yo, shout out the people watching, bro. You guys are the ones that are making this shit
100%.
keep going.
100%.
And, shout out everybody, bro. Shout out all my best friends, bro. You guys are the ones that...
Last video.
Give me the motivation to actually do shit in this world.
Hey, yo.
And then, shout out just everybody behind the scenes that are making this shit, editing this shit, whatever. But like, subscribe, comment, bro. We're staying, bro, and we want you guys to comment.
Shout out everybody, bro. Shout out everybody who watched the last video, especially. That last video did way more than we expected.
Yeah,
we did not expect that video to do what it did, but it did it because we are who we are. Simply.
Yeah,
simple.
We here, bro.
We're here, bro.
We're doing our thing, man. But I want you guys just to like on this video if you guys like it. I mean, if you don't like it, then don't like it.
Then be honest.
But just be honest and comment. I want you guys to
comment.
The number one thing for me is just comment, bro.
Seriously,
I just want to see you guys
comment. Share it, subscribe.
Everybody comment, bro. I don't care. Negative, positive, bro. Just comment. And we out. This is episode 2. Skyler, episode 2.
Episode 2.
Episode 2 done. My brother, shout out my bro.
Seriously.
My blood brother.
Shout
He came in, he did his shit. We talked our shit, and shout out my bro.
Yo, this is
shout out my bro.
Episode 2, Drinkin and Smokin, man. Episode 2.
Drinkin and Smokin, we love y'all, man. Keep watching. Out, man. We coming. Peace out. I love y'all. Shout out bro Herm.